Krosh is alive?
I cannot believe it.
Maybe it's a pre-recording?
It seems to say live in the corner.
Ah, well, there's not a chance then.
What is live?
Live, in a sense, practically means that the recording is happening in real time, henceforth confirming that Krosh...
Is alive, right?
Precisely.
Who is this Krosh guy anyway? He seems rather familiar, but my memory isn't that good.
Krosh was a member of our group up until he went missing. Cyan went missing with him.
I believe I'm aware of where you are going with this. You wish to state that Sion is still alive, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Considering the circumstances, it could most certainly be possible.
Cyan?
The poor kid can't remember anything.
Oh, right. We should probably get going. Come on, Space.
Okay.
Hey, are you alright?
Oh, my apologies.
Something seems to be bothering you, kid.
It's nothing.
Come on, lift your chin up. I don't know what's bothering you, but I find that it's best not to dwell on things.
Spook.
Why don't you go get some rest? It's been a difficult few months for you after all.
Yes, I believe that sounds reasonable. Thank you.
Don't mention it, kid.
Mr. Bog?
Huh?
What does this word mean?
Screw. Forget it. Don't worry though, I'll call Yuri.
Yes?
Hey Yuri, Space Core over here is wondering what a word means.
Can you not tell him yourself?
I tried to, but...
I presume you could not read it. Bog, my advice is that you find yourself a dictionary.
Let's go find a dictionary. Alright, Space, let's find us a dictionary.
Bog.
Huh?
What's a dictionary?
No, a dictionary.
Yeah, but what is it?
Let's call Yuri.
Bog, I am trying to rest.
Yuri, what's a dictionary?
Are you being serious?
Yeah?
A dictionary is a book which explains the meaning of words.
It's a book that explains stuff.
Whoa, I want that.
Ask and you shall receive. You see, Space? Everything in this world is free, but we're going to have to run now, okay?
Okay.
Sir,
Yeah? What is it?
well,
How did the trial go?
that's actually why I'm here. Your plan backfired, sir.
Pardon?
Yuri was acquitted, sir.
What? I thought you said you had everything under control.
We did, sir. But
But?
Yuri's assigned attorney was able to see through the act. Eventually, a not guilty verdict was declared.
That good for nothing prosecutor.
Sir,
What?
Prosecutor Polly has disappeared.
Oh, find him.
Yes, sir. We're working on it.
How about Professor Spook's research?
We found it.
It being
This is what you were looking for. Yes?
the egg. Excellent. Our resurrection scheme shall now be able to commence. How is Alexia?
She arrived at the location approximately 2 hours ago, sir.
Excellent. We shall test the powers of the eggs.
Good morning. Good sleep?
Yeah, it's nice to have comfortable covers.
Comfortable is a bit of an overstatement, I'm afraid.
Well, it is most certainly leagues better than those torturous prison sheets.
I can imagine. Coffee?
Ah, yes, please.
Milk?
No, thank you. Black is fine. This is exceptional.
Thank you very much. I've been doing some thinking.
Pardon?
About that prosecutor, I mean. I can't help but shake the feeling that I've seen him someplace before.
If he is truly a prosecutor, then I suppose that makes sense.
I don't think that was in the news, though. It's almost as though he's an old friend.
Intriguing.
Sorry. That's all I can really comment on. I can't believe that I've forgotten.
There is no need to be concerned. We are all rather forgetful.
I've heard great things about this place. I can't wait to try your... My sincerest apologies for not reaching out sooner.
It's alright. I merely cannot believe that you are alive.
Neither can I. Back at Al Delfino, Cyan and I were abducted. Once I awoke, we were stranded on an island. Cyan was knocked unconscious. However, I regrettably was unable to see the perpetrator's face.
That is most unfortunate.
Indeed.
If what you are saying is true, then is Cyan...
I am unfortunately uncertain. It seems likely that we were transferred to the same facility afterwards, but I did not see him there.
I see.
My apologies.
Out of sheer curiosity, what exactly do you mean by facility?
I must have been rendered unconscious as well, for when I awoke, I was in a mysterious location. I luckily managed to escape, though it almost cost me my life. I cannot say the same regarding Cyan, however.
Is he...
My apologies. I am uncertain.
It's... fine.
How are you holding up?
Pardon?
I heard the news about you being in prison.
That was a misunderstanding.
I imagine that must have been tough.
I shall not lie. It most certainly was not easy.
Well, I am glad that you're okay. How are the others?
Voided still remains missing, but other than that, we are mostly fine.
We should have a meeting tomorrow, as a group. Perhaps we will be able to devise a plan to locate both Voided and Cyan.
Perhaps.
Ah, that reminds me. Are you perhaps free this evening? I presume that you're a caffeine enjoyer, similar to myself. There is a spectacular cafe not too far from here. Could you possibly meet me there?
I suppose so.
Excellent. The coffee was wonderful. Thank you.
It's not a problem.
Bog,
Oh, yeah?
it's cold. Why do you live out here?
You mean outside? I am cursed with misfortune, my friend.
Misfortune? Oh.
Hey, what's the sad voice for? Sure, I may be a little bit unlucky, but you know what I say to that? Screw luck! I'm better off without it! Although, sometimes, I guess I do wish that things were different. Ah, who am I kidding?
You seem troubled.
Yeah, no shit, buddy. Life is tough, Space. Sometimes I wish...
Wish?
Forget it. Dreams don't come true anyway.
But what if they did?
And what if I was the president? Just because we wonder about things doesn't mean that they're possible.
You can make your dreams come true. You just need the
Determination, you mean? You're alright, kid. You know what? You're right! What's stopping me? I'm gonna head down to the train station. You've gotta start somewhere. Huh?
What about me?
Oh, I guess you can go crash with Yuri or something? If he says no, just keep annoying him until he agrees. Anywho, I'm off. Woo! Yeah! I'm doing me things! Yeah! Alright! was beginning to think you weren't coming.
Sorry. Being in prison does not assist with your navigational skills.
Yes, I do not imagine that it would. We'll have 2 cappuccinos, please. I simply adore the atmosphere here. The calming colors of the lights, the soothing music. This is my only chance to relax.
How do you mean?
I have recently made a living for myself. However, I must admit, it is rather hectic.
The life of a celebrity must be exhausting.
I'm not sure if I consider myself to be a celebrity, but you get it. Also, my apologies for asking you to meet me here as of late. I've been rather busy.
It's not a problem. I don't particularly have anything to do.
We must be polar opposites in that case. Ah, thank you very much. I've always had a love for cafes.
Really?
When I was younger, I had domestic issues, to put it lightly. Thus, cafes had always been a fitting escape.
That sounds rather tragic.
My father was a malevolent man, if you can even call him one. The things which he did to my mother, to myself, were...
I had no idea.
We have barely interacted. It's not a surprise.
I hope that I'm not prying, but what happened to your father?
Eventually, the police arrested him for the charge of domestic abuse. But not before he took my mother's life. I was a witness, and thus, I was forced to testify at a young age of 10.
How horrible.
You don't know the half of it. I was a fool because I was unable to testify properly. He got away with the homicide. The man who murdered my mother got away with it.
You were only 10 years old? That is entirely understandable.
Even so, a murderer escaped proper punishment all because of myself. He's sitting rotting behind bars while he should be in hell. However, I found someone whom I can trust. My apologies. I seem to have rambled quite a bit.
There is no need to apologize. Sometimes you need to talk to someone.
Indeed. Well, I should take my leave. However, I would like to thank you for listening.
Don't mention it. After all, that's what friends are for.
Yeah. Friends. I'll be seeing you, Yuri.
Likewise.
Welcome home. You've got a visitor.
Yuri!
The kid came over around 15 minutes ago. I told him to wait until you came back.
Is there a reason why he is here?
Apparently Borg took off and told him to come here. The kid said that he has no place to stay.
Bog told me to come here.
Did he now? Alright, you can stay here. Just don't look so gloomy. I believe that there is a couch upstairs. Why don't you head up and get unpacked?
Okay.
You really think that he's this Matthew fella?
To be entirely honest, I'm not exactly certain. He looks rather similar to him, but he's completely different.
Strange, huh?
Can you recall the last time that things were ordinary?
Fair enough.
Bog took off, huh?
Yeah, he said something about following his dreams, whatever that means.
That leaves 4.
Hey, keep your chin up. Void didn't sign out there, trust me.
How? Can you be certain?
Call it intuition.
Intuition, huh?
Like you said, when was the last time that things were normal? Anything is possible. We've seen it firsthand. Is that a smile?
No, I'm just adjusting my facial muscles.
You'd better head upstairs. The kid is probably growing impatient.
Yeah, thank you, Spook.
Happy to help.
Don't worry, I'm used to Bog waking me up with random phone calls. He is an old friend, yes. Voided and I first met approximately 5 years ago. I had moved into an apartment complex after a rather tragic event. However, a mystery was afoot. Voided and I began investigating it together, and thus we developed a bond. Another individual assisted us. However, he has been missing for quite some time. Last Halloween, after our encounter with a bizarre doctor, Voided went missing. Bog, Cian, Grosh, and I took a trip to Isle of Delfino a few days afterwards. There, we encountered an old rival, the Koopa Emperor, Bowser. While infiltrating his castle by sheer coincidence, we ran into Voided. However, something about him was different. Bog went to confront Bowser, while I stayed behind and dueled with Voided. After a long battle and almost perishing, I managed to deduce that Voided was seemingly being controlled by something. The infection seemed to have taken up residence in his right arm. Thus, I carefully aimed my firearm and delivered a blow. Unfortunately, I was uncertain as to whether it had succeeded or not, and thus I was forced to leave Voided behind as the castle crumbled. I remain uncertain of his condition, however. While in captivity, I had a rather peculiar dream. Be that as it may, I have an unusual feeling that the dream was trying to tell me something. I believe that Voided may reside in Tokyo. It is merely a hunch, but it's all that I've got. We shall have a meeting tomorrow afternoon, where we will be able to discuss it in depth. For now, we should get some rest. Sleep well.
Morning. You've got a visitor.
Yes? I had almost forgotten. You were not present during Krosh's sudden appearance.
Who's this?
Neither of you have been formally introduced. Am I correct in saying so?
That is correct.
Very well. You may be seated.
My name is Krosh. And yourself? It's a pleasure to meet you. Aren't we missing someone?
Bog abruptly made his exit from the city yesterday, or so I have been informed.
I see. So is everyone accounted for?
Look around, kid.
That's a yes, then. In that case, let's discuss our strategy going forward.
A strategy is a course of action.
Moving forward, out of sheer curiosity, has anyone present come across any leads?
Oh, don't look at me. I've been running the shop.
Space Corps has not particularly had time to search, and I have been resting.
I see. That is rather unfortunate. Nevertheless, this is what meetings are for.
Oh, I just remembered. That prosecutor from your trial. I think I know where I've seen him before.
Really?
I had a few interactions with him during my Explorer days.
I read up on some articles regarding Yuri's case, and yet I could not find anything to do with this prosecutor character.
That's because he's not a prosecutor at all.
What? But that doesn't...
Makes sense. Yeah, I know. Like I said, I had a few interactions with him in the past, and that's because he's the chief of police.
Hang on a second here. If he's the chief of police, then how was he granted permission to prosecute?
Now that, I'm not sure of. This is only speculation, but
Any lead is crucial, no matter how trivial it may seem.
there were always rumors of him being tied to a shady organization. It's not much, but I figure that it may be of help.
This information, Sal, most certainly proved to be useful. Thank you.
At least I've finally proven to be useful.
Moving back to our previous topic. I presume no one here has any leads regarding Voided?
Yeah, sorry.
Very well. I suppose that we will have to look into it and regroup at a later date.
Wait! My apologies for being abrupt, but
Yes? What is it?
I did not particularly wish to mention this, considering how bizarre it sounds.
What was it you said? Any lead is crucial, no matter how trivial it may seem?
How ironic. Very well. While in prison, I had a rather peculiar dream. I was wandering around Tokyo when all of a sudden, I was attacked by Voided.
You wish to base our search off a mere dream?
I'm aware that it is merely a dream, however, I cannot shake the feeling that it holds some deeper meaning.
I'm with Yuri, and so that we've got. Besides, he's got the benefit of detective's intuition.
Very well. I'll look into it. We'll regroup tomorrow morning. I advise you all do the same.
I've got to take care of the shop. Can I trust you to work on this?
I believe so.
Alright, take the kid with you as well. It will keep his mind occupied.
Very well. Let us exit, Space Corps.
Okay.
Oh, and be back by 8. That's when we close up.
Understood. Mr. Nook, may we please have a moment of your time? Space Corps, this is an urgent matter. However, fueling our systems may be a rather reasonable idea.
This isn't about the taxes, is it? I've already told you. I'm waiving my right to.
Sir, we are here regarding an unrelated matter.
Of course you are. Forget anything I said.
Space Corps, that is the wrong way.
Talk about eccentric attire. But no, I haven't seen him.
I see. Thank you for your time, Mr. Nook.
It's nothing, but I have a fee, you know? Time is money!
Greetings. May we please have a moment of your time? It is alright, Space Corps. The majority of society has proven to be rather ignorant. Your Majesty? Space Corps. A moment of your time, if you please.
I suppose so. What is it?
We were wondering if you have perhaps seen our friend, Voided, as of recently.
No, not recently. However, there may be an item of great interest to you outside.
I see. We shall inspect that post-haste. Thank you for your time. Eureka! Finally a lead. That is a story for another day. However, I would consider our investigation to be complete. After all, it is almost the time which we vowed to return by.
Welcome back. Any luck?
We were able to locate Voided's van.
Oh, really?
I'm rather shocked that we overlooked it prior to the current moment. It was outside of Beach's castle.
Guess we must have missed it.
That is all which we have to report. I only hope that Crush will be more of assistance.
Well, I'm closing up shop. I'll see you tomorrow.
Good night.
Good morning. Am I interrupting anything?
Not at all. Come on in.
Excellent. Let's get straight to the point, shall we? Have you perhaps come across any leads?
We've located Voided's van, although that's all.
I see.
What about yourself?
The news studio which I work with was covering a topic regarding Tokyo.
Tokyo? That's a whole different area.
It's quite nearby Peach's castle, so it shouldn't come as a surprise. Moving forward. Does this particular silhouette seem familiar to you, by chance?
Could it be?
It seems as though my hypothesis was correct. You said that you encountered Voided in Tokyo, correct?
Within a dream. Yes.
Perhaps it is merely a coincidence, but...
No. That is, without a doubt, Voided. It is representative of his attire from the last time we met.
Still, to base our theory solely on a shadow.
Do we really have any other leads?
Touché. I presume that you all wish to pursue this line of reasoning then.
Indeed.
Very well. We should investigate this matter further by venturing to the site of this discovery.
You wish to visit Tokyo, correct?
I'm not sure if I can close the shop down for that long.
I understand if it may be an inconvenience.
No. We have to do this. I owe it to him.
Sheesh, if you're going to get that worked up then... fine.
Thank you.
Don't mention it.
If we are all in agreement, then we should depart tomorrow morning.
You best pack your things. Perhaps we should drive in Voided's van?
That is a rather good idea, actually. A normal vehicle might make the trip rather tedious, but a camper van... Very well. I shall see you all tomorrow.
Well, I can't leave this place in a mess. Want to help me clean up, kid?
I would be honored to. I mean, I suppose that I could lend some assistance.
There's nothing wrong with being excited, kid.
My apologies. I wish to pick up some supplies so that we could enjoy our trip.
Your heart's in the right place, kid.
I take it that we're all ready to depart then?
Space car barely slept.
This is gonna be a long trip.
Yeah, the cargo was delivered successfully. Where am I? I'm just walking around the city. Relax, nobody'll hear me. Besides, who would be out at this time of night? What the? It was probably just the wind. Anyway, as I was saying. Hang on, I'll call you back. Alright, who's there? I know some powerful people, so you better not mess with me. Huh?
This sure brings back memories. I think all of this started because of a legend.
Are you referring to the egg?
The legendary egg. The one egg to rule them all. I spent years in that jungle, trying to research this almighty treasure. That egg could cure diseases, end wars, stop worldwide hunger, and yet, in the end, the only thing that it was used for was destruction.
The sword is only as powerful as its master.
Still, to think that even one of my co-workers wished to use it for evil.
That was Vazé, right?
Fazy was delusional. Still, his traits could be considered quite admirable, although you can try. One man cannot change the world.
In the end, I do not believe that he revealed his end goal.
To be honest, I barely know it myself. Still, I don't believe that his ideals were wrong. He was just corrupted.
Pardon me, but what do you mean by that?
Forget about it. I'm losing track of what I'm saying myself. How about I cook something up for us?
That sounds excellent.
I was more thinking curry, considering that we're on our way to Japan.
Do you even know how to make curry?
Of course. During my years as an explorer, I used to travel all over the world. It almost became a tradition of mine to learn how to cook exotic food. Don't get your hopes up, though. I'm a barista, not a chef.
Police?
Let's ask them, shall we? Excuse me, sir.
What is it? Can't you see we're busy here?
My apologies. My friends and I were just wondering what happened here.
We are still investigating the premises. You are in no position to be informed of our discoveries. Now be gone. We have work to do.
Sheesh, talk about uptight.
You may say what you like.
Hold on a second. That badge. You're a police officer of the new societal domain, right? What are you doing in Tokyo?
Why, what an excellent eyesight. The chief of police has been missing for a little while now, so me and my unit are not particularly under any command. And as a result of this, we are called into the Tokyo jurisdiction, as this is an emergency.
Emergency?
We've attempted to keep a low profile, however the paparazzi's always one step ahead. Surely you've read the news. Very well, allow me to display my deduction skills. The up-and-coming pop idol Honey was targeted in an assassination attempt.
What?
There was an assassination?
Indeed. In our time posted in this jurisdiction, there have been a number of assassination attempts, and successful ones.
Even in Japan, the police failed to do their jobs.
I assure you we are not incompetent. This assassin is an utmost worthy opponent. At the station, we even gave him a name. Raven Hunter. You wouldn't be unable to comprehend its origins. That was merely a preliminary warning. I advise you to take your leave. Now, I have a job to do. Please, promptly, dismiss yourselves.
I presume that we all have the same theory.
Raven Hunter is voided, right?
It's too early to say for sure, but...
There's a way that we can verify it. We become this hunter's prey. We're in a big group, we should be fine. For now, we should look for some leads on where we might find him.
I agree. This is our best chance at finding him. However, I only wish to do this if the majority agree. What do you say, Yuri?
I don't want to risk any of our lives, but... like you said, this is our best chance.
Very well. Let's look for some leads. We'll meet back here in an hour. Does that sound ideal?
That should work, yes.
Hey, kid! You can't be here!
Oh, sorry.
This is official police business. Get out of here!
Yes, my apologies for misunderstanding.
Excuse me, officer.
Huh? Oh, sorry, pal.
I'm looking for some information. If you would be so kind as to indulge my curiosity, it would be much obliged.
You see, I would, but we're not really supposed to reveal information to the public.
I understand. I'm merely concerned about my friend.
Your friend, pal?
Yes, he has been missing for quite some time. We received some information which led us to believe that he would be here. However, be that as it may, we may have come up empty-handed so far.
I'm not really meant to say anything, but I can't stand a sad face. What do you want to know, pal?
I need some information on the assassin, Raven Hunter.
How do you know about that, pal?
I believe that my friend may be in danger. I know that it's a lot to ask.
Nah, pal, I get it. This assassin is as quick as the wind, they say. He swoops in, grabs his prey, and is gone before the police can arrive. That's why we nicknamed him Raven Hunter. 2 incidents have happened here recently, and we have reason to believe that he's behind both of them. The other one happened over on Central Street last night. And shoot! I wasn't supposed to say that. I gotta run, pal!
Thank you, officer!
He should taking his time.
He is most likely chasing a lead. We should remain patient.
My apologies for keeping you all waiting.
That's alright. Did you find anything?
Indeed. I managed to make an officer give me a statement. Here's what he said.
2 incidents have happened here recently, and we have reason to believe that he's behind both of them. The other one happened over on Central Street last night. And shoot! I wasn't supposed to say that.
So he was last seen on Central Street?
That is my opinion also, yes. we'll most likely be required to stake the place out.
Leave that to me. During my explorer days, I had to set up camps everywhere I went. Trust me, I've got it covered. I'll even cook up some food. Speaking of which, we'll need some supplies. Yuri and Krosh, would you mind going? I'd ask Space Corps, but...
Well, that should be not a problem, right, Yuri?
Oh yes, we'll get the supplies.
Excellent. We'll meet at Central Street in 2 hours.